Hi, Smiles Red Songbird in New York City. I'm doing a mention clues to you today about Stevie Wonder mostly. You can see. And we're going to show you how we can see. But let's start with the beginning of the paper I wrote before we get to that. This is Mr. and Mrs. Jesus Christ Family Cultures videos. This is a play I'm working on. That's why my workspace looks like this. I'm working on a play. There was a song that's going to be in the play, I think. Jim McDaniel's vocals, 100 Pounds of Clay. Context, the paper. Oh, that's notes for me. Okay, song. When a newborn baby is born, the world gets one more chance. From the Michelle and Edwin Birdsong album, What It Is. Song, White Christmas, Michael Bublé, father of Noah, Bing Crosby's very angry son, Gary Crosby. Another song that's going to be in the play, I think, is Oh Mary, Don't You Weep by Bruce Springsteen, which was Eve's guardian angel husband, Mary, in a past life. The punishment for murdering, so when a newborn baby's born, the world gets one more chance. The punishment for murdering your baby is 30 years suffering frustration and lifetimes of suffering guilt and shame and attracting equivalent pain. So you think about that before you kill your baby. It's a heavy price to pay. Esther. Oh, I just said that Bruce Springsteen was her husband in a past life. This is Edwin Birdsong. He just transitioned, but he was my husband in a past life. This is my son, Sing Birdsong. He's still present in the world. And it said here, Esther, the voice of Abraham, the law of attraction, said to Eve, Mary, there's a lot of love here for you. Here. Her, Eve. Sing Birdsong, his mother. Let's see, is that where that goes? Yeah, that's where it goes. Okay, let's do it. Sing Birdsong, his mother had listened to the reptilian part of her brain, fight or flight. You heard of that, right? It's in the back of the head, near the bottom. She had taken an entire bottle of sleeping pills. Singh came into her apartment, saw her almost unconscious, called the paramedics. They took her to Bellevue where they pumped her stomach. A doctor pumped her stomach. Thereby, thanks to her son being in the moment, he started the process of saving his mother, the Michelle Birdsong's life. What's this over here? When a newborn baby is born, the world gets one more chance. When an unborn baby is killed, aborted, it's bad because that baby might have been a savior. A big guy this is a new topic, a big guy at their school, Finnegan, was bullying Singh's. Okay, that's on the next page. Let me just decode this and then I'll finish that. There, the air, E.I., Einstein, Eve, Mary. The heir to the legacy of the son is Einstein, who is also Eve, who is also Mary, who is also the Michelle Birdsong, and a lot of other people. Okay, so then I said here, a big guy at their school, Finnegan, was bullying Singh's little sister, Melanie L. Spear. Okay, let's decode videos before I go any further. Videos. V-E for Venus. Venus. V-E-N-U-S. Venus. Venus. Eye and ear art. Venus equals beauty or art. Yeah, they don't do grammar according to the English language, but you know what they're saying, okay. So this is what videos are. Eye and ear art, okay? And it's beautiful. And art is beautiful. Like Venus. Did you see One Touch of Venus with Ava Gardner? Too soon, it's late, darling, it's late. Oh, it's a beautiful song. I love that song. I just haven't been able to find a place for it in my musical. So sings little sister Melanie L. Spear, remembering that his mother taught him that, remember she's being bullied, right, by Finnegan. His mother taught him that he was supposed to keep his younger sister and doing to help his younger sister and doing what he was supposed to do, exhibiting integrity. Singh stood up to the Goliath of Friends Seminary. That's the name of his school. He pushed Singh. Goliath pushed Singh when Singh told him to stop bullying Melanie, to leave her alone. But Singh got in his face again anyway, even though he had bullied him and pushed him, and even though he was bigger than Singh. And Singh told him he'd better stop hurting the feelings of his little sister. I think he was manhandling her physically as well. So the bullying ended that day. It worked, see? And to this day, Singh looks after his other younger sister, Robin, when she needs help. So you train up a child in the way it should go, and when it is grown, it will not depart from you. Okay, so train your boys to look after your girls. The bullying ended that day. Singh's father, Edwin, had come down, this is another topic, had come down to the Lower East Side because he heard that his other daughter, Melanie again, was being bullied by one of the teenage Puerto Rican tenants in her building. After he, Edwin, in a very nice and tactful way, told the boy, whose father was a super and also a bully, to stop bullying Melanie, he stopped. Isn't that great? Edwin had spent an hour with the boy, talking to him in friendly tones before he left. He got the boy in a playful, chokehold, just to let the boy feel his strength. He's no one to play with, okay? Melanie was no longer bullied after that by the teenage Puerto Rican. So Singh had a good example and his father protecting Melanie. Before Eve had agreed to commit to Edwin, she had seen that he was brave and strong. Okay, that continues on the next page. Songwriters for White Christmas was Edwin Irving Berlin. He was also Johann Sebastian Bach. And he was Dr. What's that says? Blurry. Oh, Mr. Spock. And the artist Marc Chagall. This is the background of Edwin. Okay. So Sing Birdsong. Here we got a picture of Sing, the hero who saved his mother's life. Sing, and saved his little sister from being bullied. And his other sister, Robin, from her problems. Sing Birdsong, the saint, Sardar Bahadur Jagat Singh, was also King Menelaus. He was King Saul. He was King Arthur, King Charlemagne. He was Mozart. He was George Gershwin, Jimi Hendrix, the greatest instrumentalist in the history of rock music. He was also a veteran paratrooper. And Sing's projections, Sly and the Family Stone, Sly and the Family Stone, and Vangelis, the Greek electronic music genius. Sing Birdsong was Wilbur Wright. He was also a projection of Charan Singh, the son of the Son, Jesus Christ. Okay, Sing Birdsong was Wilbur Wright, the co-creator of the Kitty Hawk, the first mechanical bird, as Orville Wright, his then brother, now Orlando Rodriguez, food server and resident here at St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3, Chelsea, New York, New York. Eve's son said. Eve married the Michelle. Birdsong saw that Edwin could take care or protect her and any children they might have the day his roommate, Artis, attacked him. Although Artis was physically bigger than Edwin, Edwin was stronger. He grabbed Artis and pinned him on the floor. Edwin was asking him, "What is wrong? What's the matter with you? Why did you attack me?" So, continue from previous page. Sing's father asked Artis as he was pinning him down on the floor, "What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong?" After a short while, Artis was humbled. He said, "Ah, man, let me up." He was trying to save face because he couldn't get up on his own because Edwin was too strong. I, Mild Red, admired the way Edwin handled the situation, himself and Artis. One more reason to say yes to Edwin's proposal of union. Handled. Hand-led. My right hand led me to uncover the energy of the dead, the ghosts of people's past lives' heads, including my own. Ghosts. Talk and share. Saints. STS for saints. Talk and share as a therapist. She was Freud and she was Pearls. Handled. Heaven angel daughter led. Heaven's angel daughter led Edwin. Feel energy daughter. Eve daughter win. What did she win? Eve, the daughter of the sun, win. The sun told me I won in battle of who wins test of meek guest. The meek shall inherit the earth. I enter heritage. Her it age. Songbird. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Matthew 5. Dr. Oz was St. Matthew, the master of the heart. Oh, I know what her it age means. It means that her is the same age as the earth, the time of the earth, when time began, because she was Eve. That makes sense. Okay, and then songbird. Song as old as time. Songbird, roll on first I find. Beauty and the Beast. Being Eve, Adam, your duty. Being Eve, Adam, is your duty. Tie. They're tied together. Willed by the sun in the sky. This is new to me. Beast. Be Eve as saint. Be Eve as saint. Baba G. My mother, my brother, my husband, my lover. Everybody know who Baba G is. Baba G is Jesus Christ. There he is. Isn't he sweet? He is so magnetic. He's so irresistible. You have to love him. Oh, let me get back to the video. What is that? Videos seen. Victorious identity, ID for identity. IDE for identity. Ordered. Seen. SEEN. SCENE. Seen. Video, victorious, identity, miles read, order, scene. Scene, scenery, scenario. We talk about videos, okay? This is what videos are. Videos, victorious, identities, miles read, ordered, scene, scene, scenery, scenarios. Okay? Okay, so I read that. All right. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Heaven, Eve, energy, no, Eve, earth. Heaven is earth, and the earth is Eve's. Because remember, she was meek, she won the battle of who was the meekest, and the meekest inherited the earth. So that's why it says Eve, heaven, is Eve, earth. Eve's ears are, and ass, arse is the ass, are key. Sit and listen. Sit on your ass and listen with your ears. Okay. Akia Leon, Chinese, Jamaican friend actor, who helped Edwin come up with the name for our first son, Sing Birdsong, which when they told me, I loved it right away. Aki and his nice blonde girlfriend brought Sing Christmas presents one year when Edwin and I were broke. Aki also told Edwin that his approach to life was wrong. As for Stevie, W. Wonders. Breaking focus from your wife and family and hooking up with Stevie Wonder was wrong, Edwin. Edwin's translation, but he can hear me. Stevie, the soul can hear and the soul can see. Stevie Wonder's success, money, fame, anything he wanted, except the clear conscience to make him want to see, not be so guilty he was afraid to be able to see. A doctor told Steve they had the technology to fix his eyes in all probability. Probability decoded. Present robbed her ability to raise her children. Okay, the present situation is Stevie Wonder robbed Eve, Mary, the Michelle Birdsong, all the same person, of her ability to raise her children in a lifestyle equal to her talent and creativity. Keeping the album what it is, which I showed you the cover of it before. His undisclosed discovery. This is Steve's undisclosed discovery of being a masterful work of ear art songs and Edwin's new 1969 hairstyle, hair art. The only clue that Steve knew Michelle, who was also Shakespeare, Oscar Hammerstein, Ira Gershwin, and Beethoven, and Edwin's album, Edwin was Bach and Irving Berlin, was a game changer was in Steve's Freudian slip. Eve was Freud in a past life. Steve's Freudian slip, where he sat and sang What It Is oh so new. Then later he sang, unlike his own songs, What It Is oh so true. From the heart art. Okay, true is from the heart art. Later on, Steve sings, I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. He called us when he heard the album to say he loved it, and he wanted to meet us, and so that's how we met. And he and Edwin remained friends for 45 years. And he took Edwin away from his wife and kids. Steve, St. Eve, energy, being used by Steve as his St. Eve's energy is being used by Steve as he's gotten onto her frequency. Everybody's got a frequency, okay? Everything has a frequency. He admits in another song, you can feel it all over. You can feel it all over. Know that? He's admitting unconsciously that he can feel it all over. He can feel hearts all over the realms of possibilities in the invisible plane, the imagination. Owen Benjamin, who was Eve's husband in a past life, he was also Lieutenant General Ulysses S. Grant, Lenny Bruce, and Tchaikovsky, said on his video podcast the other day that Stevie Wonder can see. He said if you throw a rock at him, he'll catch it. He won't let it hit him. He once drove, Steve, this is what I'm saying, I saw this. Steve once drove a car on Oprah. Eve was Henry Ford. Steve simply tuned into Henry Ford's frequency, the Michelle Bird song, which he already knew. And Steve got access to Eve Mary's, the Michelle Bird song's energy field when he was Judas. Construe means to interpret. Con the saints true. Steve is a con. He cons and sings the saints' truth. Like, I'll show you later on. His actions could be construed as an admission of guilt, because he said what it is oh so new, and what it is oh so true. So why didn't he tell the world that and not have it slip out in a Freudian slip, which nobody even knew what he was talking about? You see? Admission of guilt. Okay, and then up here, let's see. When he was Judas, the Enlightenment Buddha. Enlightenment meant interlight, intermen true. E-N for enter, M-E-N, men, truth. Okay. So you need light for the men to be true. If they can't see, they can't be true. Judas. Who does this? Judas. Who does this? Us. It's Adam and Eve. Okay. The real deal with construe, conscious order, nature's secrets, talk and share, saint true. Okay, so I do that. Okay, I order nature's secrets with my pen and paper and intuition, and I do talk and share, and I get nature's secrets that way as well. And they're true. Okay. Us is Adam and Eve. Stevie Wonder is Judas. Who does it? Stevie Wonder went to Adam's frequency, the same energy as Eve, and Steve felt his need, Adam's need. He saw, he understood, he saw because he understood Adam and Eve's hearts, because he was at their frequency, you see. He was feeling them. He connected his heart to Adam's heart. Adam is Michael Bublé, by the way. And Steve received Adam's feelings, Michael Bublé's feelings. Steve then sang Eve's energy, fueling Adam's feelings. You get that? Eve's energy fuels Adam's feelings. And then Adam's feelings turns into Adam's will, and he makes things happen. On the first day, okay, so then he sang Eve's energy fueling Adam's feelings on their first day on earth using current sounding current, the sound current. Michael Bublé sings, "Here we are on earth together, you and I." That's the name of the song, You and I. It sounds sometimes like, well, here's a guy, Stevie Wonder, who didn't comprehend the meaning of the Fillmore East to music, and we're expected to believe that he can perceive the profundity of Adam getting a companion after being alone in the world, in creation. Steve is still mostly alone. He cannot connect with light, that which a man needs to be true. I showed you that on the other page. The eyes have it. You can look into another's eyes and feel love. Govinda Singh, Jesus Christ, looked into Mary's being the Michelle Birdsong's eyes and married her, joined her. Their eyes joined, okay, and created with their mutual love, their joined eyes energy that formed into a baby girl in North Carolina, 2018, in the Michelle's womb. Aria Elizabeth Michelle is waiting in Mrs. Jesus Christ, the Michelle Birdsong's womb, to be born soon. Now that the counterpart, the British royal family's baby, has been born, Stevie performed at Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee by tuning in to Elizabeth I, Virgin Queen of England, the Michelle Birdsong's frequency. So he scored big when he when he got onto my frequency. Okay, Judas was jealous of Mr. and Mrs. Jesus Christ's deep love for one another. He wanted the nature of a good boy. Song, Nature Boy, by Jesus Christ, Nat King Cole, Govinda Singh. Sing heaven into existence. Earth, E-A-R, ear, A-R-E-R, T-H-Y, thy heart. Heaven, art. No, that's heart. No, that's earth. Earth, you really have to focus because everything is so significant. This earth, art, heaven. You see that? E-A-R-T-H-A-R-T-H-E-A-V-E-N, earth, art, heaven. Earth is art heaven. Earth art is heaven. Ear, E-A-R, this, T-H-I-S, ear this, art is heaven. Sound. We are light, the sun. We're under the sun, right? The sun is above us, we're a sun under. W, E for energy. Eyes, enter ears. Eyes, energy? Yes. Eyes need light, T-O, to know it can see. Ears, energy? R's, A-R-E-S. R's, sound. Ears hear sound. Ears need sound to hear. Ears need sound to show it can hear. Eyes need light to know they can see. You and I. Okay. Welcome, Private Gump, 98. I don't know if I can finish this. Let me try it. You and I. Here we are on earth together. It's you and I. God has made us fall in love. It's true. Stevie Wonder wrote this song. This is Adam's reality, not Stevie Wonder's reality. I've really found someone like you. That's what he's saying the first day he meets Eve after he's been alone in creation. Will it stay? The love you feel for me, will you say that you will be by my side to see me through until my life is through? Well, in my mind, we can conquer the world. W, my red-ordered girl, divine daughter. They ordered her for him. In love, you and I, you and I, you and I. Okay. And then he says, at least in your life, my life, I found someone that may not be here forever to see me through, but I found my strength in you. Eve's love fuels Adam's will, because in my mind, you will stay here always. Adam's will, sway me, S-W-A-Y. Sway me sings Adam, Michael Bublé. In my mind, says Michael,